Hi everyone. So in this video we are having the question answer of your the portrait of a lady. So let's start with the understanding the text question one. The three phases of the author's relationship with his grandmother before he left the country to study abroad. So the answer is in the first phase, the author's relationship with his grandmother began from his village. His grandmother used to wake him up in the morning, gave him breakfast to eat, and used to help him to get ready for school. The second phase, author's relationship began when they came to the city and joined the English school. Neither the grandmother could go to the school with him nor helped him in his studies. Now, the third phase in their relationship came when the author began to study in university and reserved a separate room. Meanwhile, the grandmother rarely talked to the author. She was lost in her prayer. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary. Now, question 2. Three reasons why the author's grandmother was disturbed when he started going to the city school. The author's grandmother was disturbed for the following three reasons. The author was not taught about God and scriptures in the city school. The author was given music lessons in the school. The grandmother thought that music had lived associations. The author got very little time to spend along with her grandmother. She could no longer accompany him to school as he went in a motor bus. She became unhappy, and when teacher taught him English words, little things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, the Archimedes principle, etc. Now, question 3. Three ways in which the author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up. The three ways in which the author's grandmother spent her days after he grew up are: the author grew up in a city life. His grandmother accepted her seclusion with resignation. She left her spinning wheel to annoy anyone. She used to spend her days by sitting near her wheel spinning. She would get relief a little, but in the afternoon, while feeding crumbs the sparrows, she felt extremely contented. Her lips always would tremble in reciting prayer, and her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary. Now, question 4. The odd way in which the author's grandmother behaved just before she died. Grandmother stopped praying God. She collected the women of her neighborhood, arranged an old drum, and started to sing religious songs. With the sound of drum, grandmother would sing songs of the homecoming warriors. This was an odd way in which the author grandmother behaved before she died. Now, question 5. The way in which the sparrows expressed their sorrow when the author's grandmother died. When the author's grandmother died, sparrows scattered on the floor. They stopped their chirpings. They took no notice of the pieces of bread thrown to them by the author's grandmother. All the sparrows flew away quietly when grandmother's corpse was carried for cremation. This was the way sparrows expressed their sorrow. Now, talked about the text question 1. The author's grandmother was a religious person. What are the different ways in which we come to know this? Now, the answer. The different ways in which we come to know about the author's grandmother was a religious person. Grandmother had always beads of rosary, her lips constantly trembled in reciting the prayer. She would go to the temple to pray God. She used to say morning prayer, monotonous sing song. She would throw breads off at the village dogs. She used to feed crumbs of bread to the sparrows of her city house. Now, question 2. Describe the changing relationship between the author and the grandmother. Did their feelings for each other change? Now, coming back to the city was a turning point in the relationship between the author and his grandmother, and both shared the same room. But author's grandmother no longer came to school with him. When the author took admission in English school, religious learning was not taught in the school. The main focus of his learning was to learn Western things, such as scientific terminology. She was disturbed when she came to know about his admission in the English school. She could not help the author with his lessons at new school. The grandmother hated music being taught at school. So this is the complete answer. You can see it. Now, question number 3. Would you agree that the author's grandmother was a person strong in character? If yes, give instances that show this. So the answer is yes. I would agree that the author's grandmother was a person strong in character. The instances are this. First, She looked after the author in the absence of his mother and father. She was a lady of strong character. When she came to the city house, she would feed sparrows in the afternoon. She gathered a few women of her neighborhood and thumped drum went with songs on homecoming warriors. Third, most of the time her lips trembled in reciting prayers, and her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary. Fourth, she was much grieved when the author was not taught about the religious learning like God and scriptures. Fifth, when she left that her end was near, she stopped reciting prayers. When the author went up to the university for higher studies, she accepted her seclusion with resignation. The question 4. Have you known someone like the author's grandmother? Do you feel the same sense of loss with regard to someone whom you have loved and lost? Now the answer is yes. I have known my grandmother have a similar character. I felt the same big sense of loss with my grandmother. I have pleasant time with my grandmother. So now next one. I spent several phases in our relationship when I was child. Most of the time I had great pleasure with my grandmother. She would look me after as an asset in my school days. He would drop me at the school by scooter when I took admission in a Milton grammar school. He took no notice in this step. He was a religious person. He used to take interest in charity activities. He was a great believer of Lord Shiva. He used to offer manna early morning before the idol of Lord Shiva. Most of the time I used to go with him to pray God. He wanted me to get admitted in such a school where religious learning was taught. When I was nearly 28, I joined the university for higher studies. We missed each other. When I came back to get my degrees from abroad, my grandmother was also liking me. This time he told me that he would not address me by telling my name. His lips were shivering in praying God. When I met her, she closely embraced me heartedly. She became so happy to meet me and took her last breath. I can never forget this unforgettable moment. So next part, thinking about language. First, which language do you think the author and his grandmother used while talking to each other? The author and his grandmother used soft spoken language while talking to each other. Second, which language do you use to talk to elderly relatives in your family? I use my own soften spoken language to talk to my elderly relatives in my family. Third, how would you say a dilapidated drum in your language? I would say a dilapidated drum, a judgel door in my own language. So now working with, so this is all about this chapter. Hope you have enjoyed this video. So just make sure to like the video and subscribe our channel. Thanks.